What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Tina Knowles, from what I understand, is unbearable to be in a relationship with. She's really something. It's from what I've been told from certain people that are in the industry, maybe, and certainly the guy that she's married to now seems to be very scared of her when they had that last interview. But Tina, I like her. I really do. She's really a chip off the old block. And she comes from a generation which I largely am glad to have been the last person or the last age of the Big Mamas, the Medeas, the granddaddies and stuff like that. That, you know, at that time, you did what you were told to do. Which is why I'm very much like that today. You didn't talk back. Somebody told you to do something, you did it. My daddy told you to jump, it was how high. Okay? It's not like today, where you can't tell people nothing. And, you know, Tina Knowles is a very talented woman, and her daughter is Beyonce. Beyonce is a very talented and beautiful young lady. She's a little older now, but at the time, you know, largely when I was coming up as a teenager, Beyonce was a sensation, even 25 years ago. And do you guys remember when No 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 came out? When No 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 came out, that was a hit. All right? Everybody loved that song. Because me and Beyonce were born the same year. So No 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 was the truth. Right? And at one point, Tina was in the record store with her. And she was trying to talk to her. And, you know, like many people, clout goes to their head. I mean, stop the show. We just had a situation of clout going to their head. Somebody here on YouTube, I won't mention their name, but you know who I'm talking about. But anyways, she thought she was grown. She was getting, you know, all these concert gigs and stuff like that. And she was at a record store and in front of, you know, there's a lot of kids there. And her mom was trying to tell her something. And she was ignoring her and was singing loud, ignoring her mom. And then her mom just pop! Smacked the shit out of her. Okay? And the mama said, don't sing when I'm talking to you. Stop the show. Sounds just like the old days. Which is why I'm glad I was in the last era of getting ass whoopings. I thank God for it today. Because I needed it. I was somebody you had to show me. As a kid, I was rambunctious. If you didn't slap me like my daddy did, I would be messed up today. I'm glad he did it. Because I had it learned me something. I learned real quick to shut up. Even now, and I'm 40, and you know, I'm much, you know, stronger probably than my dad today. But if he says shut up today out of fear, I'll shut up. I just remember them 1989 ass whoopings. Especially right in the alley over there by Dry Creek and Harris. That's a whole nother story. So Beyonce kept humming, okay? And then Kim, give me like another smacking sound, like smack sound. Mm-hmm. And that second smack brought it all the way home. Because sometimes, you know, back in the day when we was coming up, and I'm not advocating it for today, right? We know we live in a very liberal time. But back in those days, let me just say that. Sometimes one didn't do the trick. Sometimes two made you blue. All right? And a double tap got your mind right. And what she said was, Beyonce said that grounded her. And that kept her from becoming a diva. All right? And it had to come to the fact that just because you have one hit record, okay, you're not better than me. I'm still your mother. I'm still your mother. You're going to listen to me. You're not better than me. And no matter how old you get, you got to follow the rules. See, people have a problem with me saying that. I made certain videos about certain individuals. Y'all didn't like me saying that, right? Because you're never bigger than the people who made you. You are not bigger than the rules. Y'all got a problem with me saying that. But see, this is what's wrong with Black America. Can't nobody tell you nothing. This is what's wrong with people right now. And you wonder why you have so many of these young girls today who don't even have the talent or the work ethic that a Beyonce has. And from what I've read, Beyonce could work 3 to 4 days straight and not even eat. That most men would cry if they had her work ethic because they couldn't even take it. That's how dedicated that she is and focused that she is, okay? That's Beyonce. Then you have some girls who will get, clout off of some Instagram likes or OnlyFans subscribers or comments under a post, and they think they're better and they haven't achieved nothing and they're not grounded. And do you know what happens to people who are not grounded once they start getting hot? They fall real fast. And then when they learn, it's too late. That's why Beyonce has been humbled. And sometimes in life, you need humbling. You're never better or bigger than people. A lot of times you got to really be up to it and understand that a lot of times God gave us the position that we are in or the strength to get to that position. And that instead of be thinking that we better, we should be thankful for it. I know even here on Black YouTube, I have only 170,000 subscribers in comparison to big channels, but you know what? I'm thankful. I'm thankful to be over here and talk what I talk about every day and try to use my platform to, get my ideas out there and influence people, because God didn't have to let me do that. I could be dead. I could be in severe sickness, but I'm not. And I'm humbled because I get a chance to work for what I got. Don't nobody owe me nothing and I'm not entitled. And see, there's many people today, largely men and Black women too, I'm just gonna be honest. But I think that really what we're dealing with is a lot of young women who feel that because they're pretty or they have a nice body or something, well, that the world owes them something. They ain't gotta listen to nobody. They don't have to do anything for anything. And the reality is that's not true. You have to. Okay? You have to work for what you get. Which is why Beyonce got Jay-Z. If you want something out of life, you got to be humble and grounded, because once you start thinking that you're too big to fail, you're going to fail. And it's too late to try to save face afterwards. And see, that's the importance of parenting. I'll come back to that. Where are the parents? See, Tina wasn't going to let her daughter go out there and become an OnlyFans model. Get too high and get on drugs. Mess up her life. No. Remember that saying in the Black community? I brought you into this world, I'll take you out. Meaning that you're gonna mind me. Some of y'all don't know what that meant back then. You're gonna mind me. That's an old saying from the South. Like, you're gonna listen, you'll do what I tell you to do. And if we have more, but see, the world today, you can't do that because that's abusive. See, back in the 90s, you could still do that. But now today, if you want to even yell at your kid, they give you 50 years now. That's why the kids today struggling so much, because the parents can't really deal with them in that way. I'm not advocating any violence, but I can tell you one thing. That a lot of the other groups, I would say in the Caribbean or global diaspora community, hey, if their kids got out of line, they deal with them. Make sure that they understand. You're going to listen to what I got to say. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Dunk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first one at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high.